Do I need to hold this or no? Can we put this down?
Yeah,
You can hold it.
on.
Should swing.
This is a little bit overwhelming. You know, I've worked hard. I've dreamed big, but you don't plan for this. You don't play to be recognized, but to be recognized by my hometown, who I play out of, I play for. It's special for me, but it's really special for my family as well. So it's an honor to be here. I was a little nervous. I didn't know how many people were going to be here. You know, it was pretty quick. It kind of came together really quick. So, you know, thanks to everybody who had a part in putting this on. And you know, my family and I are really excited to be here tonight.
When did you first hear about it? I mean, it was on Twitter pretty quick that Sunday that hey, let's throw them a parade or whatever. But
I heard about it the following week, and it was a no-brainer for me, you know, to be home and share this moment not only with my family and friends, but with my hometown.
what's life been like?
It's been hectic, you know, but it's been good. It's been time management more than anything, trying to manage my time. Obviously, a little bit more demands, but that's all good stuff. You know, you work hard, you want to be recognized, you want to be known, but to do that, you have to have the results, and it's nice to put in the work and see some results, because I've worked for a long time, had a lot of ups and downs since I've been on tour. It's nice to finally see those results and see everything that comes with it. Now it's up to me to manage that and to continue to get better and continue to improve, because I have a long way to go.
Did you have one moment in the last couple of weeks where it was like, wow, I really heard from that person? Or
I mean, I've heard from a lot of people. I mean, hearing from guys that I looked up to, like Chris Paul, Charles Barkley, guys from other sports,
yeah.
You know, a lot of baseball guys, that's cool, that's humbling. Hearing from Jack Nicklaus and Greg Norman, Tiger Woods, the greats that have ever played our game, that's humbling for me. And then, you know, guys reaching out that have won major championships and talking to me about what to expect and what to go through. That's really cool to hear from your peers from that standpoint as well. So it's been a little bit overwhelming, but it's been really, really cool. I've never thought of it, to be honest with you, and it was a little surprising when I heard the call, but like I said, it was a no-brainer to come back. You know, you dream of working hard and you dream of trying to be successful, but you don't dream of what comes with it. You don't dream of the aftermath. And I said that when I finished on Sunday when I won. I was more nervous after the fact than I was really at all during that day, just from the media and the stuff I had to go through. I just never had to do that, so I was a little bit more out of my element then than I was on the golf course that day.
Did you before that you get chills sometimes when you hear when you're being introed, you say you're from Topeka, Kansas. I mean, to put into words, what does this place mean to you?
Everything. I mean, obviously I'm born and raised here. 95% of my family still lives here and calls home, and I'm not too far away, but playing out of Topeka, I wouldn't be where I am if I wasn't raised in Topeka. I learned how to overcome, I learned how to fight, how to dream big, and I'm proud to be a Topekan. I'm proud my family still lives here. I'm proud to come home, and you know, like I said, I'll never forget where I came from, and I won't forget who I am.
Did you watch film? Do you watch the replay of your final round?
Because I haven't slept a lot in the last couple of weeks, so I've actually had time. I haven't seen many of the couple wins I've had. I haven't watched replays, but I have watched the replay of that, which it was special. I still, you know, felt the same emotions I was feeling during the round watching it afterwards. So it's something I'll definitely hold on to that tape, and it's something I can look back on too, especially knowing I hit some huge shots and some huge moments. That's pretty special to look back on and use for the future. It's different, you know. Growing up, you know, obviously being here and growing up here, going to Washburn, you know, my mom's, you know, been in the business and, you know, working at a bank here for 47 years. My parents went to high school, so family-wise, I've known a lot of people in Topeka. So it's always nice to come home. From a national standpoint, it's definitely different. It's, like I said, it can be overwhelming at times, you know, going out to dinner, going wherever you go, but it's cool. It's nice to be recognized for something special too, and for the right things. Ever since I really did the video with Amy in Phoenix, and that went viral, that's kind of, you know, I could go a lot of places and not be recognized, to be honest with you. And since then, even before the US Open, I was starting to get a little more recognition, which was a little different, but I think that's because of her and her story and the amazing, you know, journey that she's on. That was pretty cool to be part of that.
Have you thought about what your victory could mean for golf in this area, you know, where there isn't a PGA Tour stop? And
Yeah, I mean, I would love. I mean, obviously playing last year in Missouri was as close as I've ever played to home. The turnout was unbelievable. The energy, the atmosphere, I loved every second of that. Just getting golf more popular here in the Midwest, because growing up here, it's definitely not the most popular sport. But hopefully, kids can see what I've done or see what other guys are doing and jump on board. The opportunity's there. Obviously you got Kansas State, you got a lot of Wichita State, a lot of big universities that have great golf teams and got great golf programs, and hopefully kids continue to do it and continue to improve and come out there and join me out there. I'd love to have more Kansas kids out there with me.
A lot of faces out there you probably never seen before in your life and may never see again. How cool is it just to see people that you know that you've have touched and feel obligated to come out or just want to be out here and be a part of this?
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, obviously, it's nice to have my family and friends here, but to have a positive impact in people's lives is a good thing. I'm in a pretty good position, being a professional athlete, traveling around the world, to have a positive impact and give back, and that's a huge deal. And when people take notice of that, and you put a smile on somebody's face, that's pretty cool.
What's it like to break through? Winning the first major, some guys don't do it again, but do you feel like, hey, this was a breakthrough for me, I want to go win 10 more?
Yeah, there's no doubt. You like you said, you work so hard and you try to do the right things, but without the results, it's hard sometimes to keep fighting. And fortunately, I've surrounded myself with great people, coaches and agents and trainers, and you name them. I have people around me that have pushed me and don't let me settle. And obviously, it's nice to get the results. It's nice to get that first major, to get that kind of monkey off the back. I never have to answer that question. But I didn't play and I didn't start just to win one time. And so I have a long way to go. I have a lot to improve. My game's definitely trending in the right direction. I'm becoming a more complete player where I believe I can compete more week in, week out, especially in major championships.
Gary, when you think about the entire experience playing and then all that's happened since, if you learned something about yourself and how you've dealt with this and how you've kind of done it all.
Yeah, I mean, the big deal is to do it with, embrace it. Go in with a positive attitude. It can be a lot sometimes. The media day in New York was a big day. It was 8 to 5 of straight media of every station. But you go in with a good attitude and embrace it, because not everybody gets to do that. It's cool to get your name out there in networks and stuff that you normally wouldn't be, especially for a golfer. So I try to have fun with it, but always try to find time to rest and recuperate and try to get back to work the next day.
Where did you just have a little reception? Did you see anybody, third grade teacher, high school principal?
I mean, I've seen people since high school since I haven't seen, which, I haven't been back to Shining Heights as much as I'd like to. I went back for a basketball game a couple years ago, which was nice to be back there. Obviously, I had a great time at Shining Heights. I still talk to, my coaches I still talk to. I still see Coach Cox, who's my basketball coach there. I see Coach Riney and still talk to him quite a bit. So I still keep in contact with guys that I went to school with, but it was nice to see some faces that I haven't seen in a long time.
Where do you keep this?
Close to me at all times. And that's, people ask me if it hit me, and it really hasn't hit me too much, besides the next morning. When I woke up the next morning, it was on the nightstand. Seeing it though, like, all right, it's real, it's not a dream. So it's been close to me at all times. It's nice just to look at. Like, obviously I didn't play as well as I'd like to last week in Detroit, but come home and say, all right, I'm still a major champion, so that definitely helps.
Gary, seeing the Jayhawk community kind of rally around you and former athletes, Jayhawk athletes, how did that feel, kind of just knowing that Jayhawk athletics as a whole is kind of universal? It's
been really cool. I bleed red and blue. I love, Kansas. Kansas has been a huge part of my life, especially from a golf standpoint. But, I'm good friends with a lot of people in the athletic department. Reached out, some former basketball players have reached out, which is awesome. It's special. Obviously, I love going back to basketball games and football games, and I do a lot with the golf team still, so I'm still around the athletic department a lot. So it's nice to see those people and be a part of something special.